Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Ride 2 here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here, and in today's episode we're going to start off with an infiltration event that's just opened. That's an awesome way to start the episode. Plus we're going to try a few bikes in today's episode, and it's going to be another super long episode as well, guys. You seem to like the longer episodes, so I'm going to try and keep that up if I can, and I hope you're enjoying the series. So let's see what's available. Now you need to buy a bike for that one, so that's number 4, which we still need to do. Number 7, we've got a bike for that. Number 9, is there any more open? Oh, number 13. Let's see what this involves. This is probably going to be a really challenging one, so let's have a look. Oh, it's the Northwest 200 full circuit. But look at the bikes you can win, guys. Oh, God, this is going to be challenging. I think I'm going to do this. It's on a super sport bike, so that means going on the Yamaha R6 super sport bike we've got. So I'm up for that. Let's get straight into this, guys, and see if we can get the money and the bike. So here we go. Right, so here we go with this challenge on the Northwest 200. Now, I'm not going to use a driver line now. I think we've done a couple of races around here, and I think I know the circuit enough to go without it. I hope I don't fail now I've taken it away, because this is quite challenging. Let's just see if we can get a good start. Now, we're getting used to this super sport bike, so hopefully we can get a good start. Let's try and get a nice line through here. Slow it down. I'm just going to have to rely on memory to know where the braking points are on this circuit, but this is a really good fun road circuit to do, and if you've ever seen this in real life or on the TV, it is absolutely insane the speed they go around this road circuit. It is absolutely crazy, but it's really good fun. So let's see if we can just stick with the leader here. It's not a bad start, so we're up to P2. But this is 3 laps, guys, but the reward that you get after doing this event is amazing. 20,000 credits and a chance to get another really good race bike, which is absolutely brilliant. So we want to try and achieve it. Right, let's try and get a good line. Let's just try and get past him. And we've turned off all the aids as well, so it's going to be challenging. I'm trying to get the hang of certain corners on this this circuit, which are quite difficult. This one I need to go a little bit faster through. Let's try and hold the speed and try and hold the line. Oh, that was a bit smooth. Oh God, just touched the curb. Did you see the back end of the bike flip out there? But we managed to hold the speed. But that is such a difficult section to go through. I have altered the suspension slightly to what we had it on last time, so it reacts to the bumps a little bit better, and we've started to pull away, which is awesome. But we've got 3 laps, so it's loads of time to make mistakes, but hopefully I won't make too many. Right, let's try and slow it down. Try and do this race without coming off would be amazing. I mean, you do get used to using the... I only had the lines on the other 2 times I went round here on the corners, but it is a very good guide to know when to start braking. But I have started looking for the street lamps with the padding, because I've noticed through a lot of the slow sectors, that's where you see a lot of the padding. So that gives you an indication when to start slowing down. As you can see, this is the slow section, but as soon as you start opening the bike again on the faster section, there is no street lights. So that's what I've been using, and it is a good way of using your braking points. And as you can see, as we come to this next slow section, I think you'll start seeing padding again, and then you can start slowing down again. I don't know, see you start seeing the pads, you know you've got to start slowing down. Maybe I slowed down a little bit too early, but it is a guide, and that's what I'm going to use until I get the hang of this circuit. But we are holding the lead, which is absolutely awesome. So if we can keep that up, hopefully we can do this throughout the 3 laps. But to be honest, guys, I am finding the 600 super sport bikes are really stable. It's just when we move up to the 1000cc ones where you're going to find it difficult, because you're just going at such a faster rate. They accelerate faster, but the top end's quicker, and you just have to be a little bit better. Right, let's see if we can nail this again. We'll probably slow down a little bit too much, but we are still holding the lead, which is awesome. We have started so well, but like I said, I love this bike. But we've got to do it consistently for 3 laps, and this is where the endurance races, the longer races on these circuits, it comes in, because I'm so used to doing circuit racing. And when you do circuit racing and you're only doing like 3 or 4 laps, you can, like I've always said, you can manage just to try and hold your concentration. But when you do these longer circuits, and you've got to remember all the braking points, and especially I think it's a lot harder when you're really head to head with other bikes, and it forces you into different areas of the track. and you have to take different lines into corners. That's when he starts pushing you. So the fact that we've managed to pull away and just hold a slight gap is helping me just to concentrate on the corners coming ahead. You can sort of keep looking down at the map just to make sure you remember when the corners are coming up, and that sort of helps. And the fact that we've managed to put a setup on the bike as well, so the bike's handling okay, and hopefully we can just carry this on. I mean, this has been a pretty good first lap. I was a little bit sceptical when I thought, right, let's turn the line on the corners off. I mean, I don't generally like them, but sometimes you need to use them just to get to know the circuit. And I mean, doing the Valentino Rossi the game, I know all the circuits for them, so even though when you start off in the game you just want to get used to the bikes, you still already know the circuits, so you sort of know where you need to start slowing down. Right, we've got a bike that's just caught up slightly going into this second lap, so we're going to just have to up it a little bit more. Just try and be careful around this section that you don't overdo it, and stay away from the curbs. They are really, really difficult because the roads are so narrow as well. Right, slow it down, and we've got a bike right behind us. Let's try and turn it in. That was really close there, a little bit too close to the curb there. Right, let's just try and pull away. Now this is where I've shown where I'm not very good. Now my bike is not bad top end wise, and that's when we start pulling away, but into the slow corners I'm still a little bit too slow, and it just touched my back wheel there. It's just forced me a little bit wide around that roundabout, but we've managed just to get through there okay. Alright, that starts going a little bit quicker. Now on the first lap we just caught the curb when we went through this section. Let's see if we can nail it this time. It's a matter of getting in the right position and just turning in and just holding the speed. You can go through there at full pace. I've done it quite a few times, but doing it consistently. Let's try and hold it. That was a little bit better. Slow down a little bit. I still reckon I can go through there quicker, but the bike is handling a lot better. I've adjusted the suspension to just not react too much to bumps, because there's a lot of little hills and bumps in these roads, which does throw you around a lot. And the fact when your bike handles that really well, it does help you to go through a lot of these sections a lot quicker. Now we've got one bike that is tailing us. It's a couple of seconds behind, so we're going to have to just keep our wits about us, slow it down, and that was a bit better. Just holding the speed a little bit more on that second lap. Let's just try and just keep at that gap if we can. I don't want to go into the final lap with a lot of bikes behind me. It just sort of force you into little errors as you start panicking towards the end. Just hold the speed around there. That's a little bit smoother, and yeah, that's pretty decent. I'm happy with that. Just starting to get used to that bit. Right, let's see if we can nail this next slow section and try and go a little bit quicker. It's just knowing exactly when to start slowing down. Once you know how much a distance you need to give these bikes to slow down. I mean, obviously the faster bikes you need to give it a little bit further. I see I'm just slowing down a little bit too soon. I think you could sort of hold it for a little bit longer there, but the fact that we've got a bit of a gap is allowing me just to give myself a little bit of a buffer. But let's see if we can slow it down a little bit later at this next section and see if we can go through there a lot quicker just to maintain that gap. We definitely can't see him on the map, so we're definitely doing okay. I'm hoping that we can put in a faster lap. Let's see if we can get through there. I see the bike's not reacting too bad to the bumps and the turn into that section. Now I've adjusted the suspension. Right, let's hold the speed, slow it down. And that's a little bit better. Still reckon you could go through there a little bit quicker, but that's pretty damn decent. And we've managed just to extend that gap again. Just had a quick check behind to make sure that no one's really close behind. No, they're not. Right, let's try and slow it down a little bit later into this left-hand turn as well. Right, slow it down now. Let's see if we can get a nice turn, nice and tight. Right, we need to go through here a little bit quicker. We're definitely not very quick through this. This is the section of this circuit where I'm not the quickest. This is where I've got to improve, because when we do the races on the faster bikes around here, this is where I'm going to struggle, because the AI are better on the faster bikes, I must admit. Most of the tough races I've had are on the 1000cc bikes and the race bikes. They are so much quicker because they don't. They leave their braking so much later. They're so much better through a lot of the corners than they have on previous games, especially than they were on Ride 1. I think the AI weren't that great around the corners, but they've definitely improved that. So that's a massive plus because you do want a challenge on these racing games. And so far we are doing okay with managing to hold that lead. I think, oh God, again, that's the only bit there. I seem to get close to the curb. You've got to be so careful because it only takes a little bit of touch of the curb that could just crack you straight off the bike. Right, so we're going into the final lap, and again we've slowed down slightly. We're going to have to up the pace. We've just done, what, 4 minutes at 31. We've done way faster than that on one of these bikes around here. So let's see if we can just try and just up the pace just to make sure we get this win. No, onto the curb. Oh my God, how did we get away with that? But luckily, I think we went up to a bit of a curb which had a low bit on it, just the drop curb, and we managed to get away. But bloody hell, that was close. See, just little errors, and they've caught up as well. But I'm not perfect. I'm not, I like to think I'm okay on these games, and some races I can do really well, but on the newer tracks, I still make mistakes, like any person would. It takes a while to get used to not just the tracks, the bikes as well, guys. The physics and that on the bikes are so much better now. Each bike is different. I'm not using the same bike for long periods of time to get really used to it on each circuit. I'm literally trying to use like 3 or 4 bikes every time I go on the game. So you don't actually get used to the same bike all the time. It takes you a while to get back into it. And let's try and hold the speed through there. A little bit faster, so that was a little bit of an improvement. I'm expecting at the next split point, hopefully that we have gained some time, because that was definitely quicker through there, but we are getting better at it, and we've managed to pull away. I love the fact when you're on the fast bikes going over that jump, you absolutely fly. I've got some great pictures of me flying over that section there with loads of bikes. I think I've got a picture of like 4 bikes going over at the same time. I'm definitely going to have to post that on my Twitter page and on my Facebook group page. If you are not signed up for them, the links in the description below. If you want to check me out on Twitter and Instagram, and all the other links are down there. Plus, guys, I am going to start doing some live streaming very, very soon. Not just on the racing games. I'm going to be doing some live streaming on Watch Dogs 2 when that comes out, because I'm going to be doing a full walkthrough on that game. Like I said, it is a non-racing game, but it has got loads of vehicles on it, and I loved Watch Dogs 1. I do like technology and all that stuff, so I hope you will enjoy that, guys. It's just a little bit of break from the racing and a bit of fun as well, and I just hope you enjoy that. But we are going to be doing loads of racing, so don't worry, guys. We've got the Porsche pack coming up on Assetto Corsa in about a week's time, or a few days, I think it comes out. So we're definitely going to have some more car racing. I've got loads planned, so don't worry, guys. There's going to be loads of racing coming from this channel. Right, let's see if we can nail this next sector. We are absolutely flying. I cannot believe this. It just makes me think I could have turned off the racing line sooner, because we have actually done really, really well. It's been a very good, and I just can't wait to get the reward and the 20,000 credits. I will put to a vote in, maybe not this episode, but in a couple of episodes' time, to another Super Sport bike, slightly faster one, because we need that for the next level on the pro racing circuit. Because in some of the higher tours, the expert tours, we need a more powerful one, which we haven't got yet. So we're definitely going to have to put that up for a vote. Right, let's see if we can nail this section a little bit quicker. We are absolutely flying through this sector. Right, slow it down a little bit later. Hopefully we are running quicker. It seems a lot quicker this lap. And, oh God, almost half a second, so that's improvement. It's only a small improvement, but it's still an improvement. Right, let's try and hold the speed through here, get nice and tight. And we are still holding a decent lead, which is brilliant. Let's be careful through there. Let's see if we can hold it in the middle of the road. That's better. Right, let's see if we can get under 4 minutes and 30 seconds. That would be awesome. I can't remember the exact time I've done around here, but I have done it in, I think, about 4:20 something, quite low 20s. Just a time attack, I think it was. I absolutely flew round here. But you can do it for 1 lap, but doing it consistently over 3 laps is not easy. Right, let's try and hold it. Don't touch the curb. Yes. See, we learned from the previous lap. Right, 1 more corner, and it looks like we're going to do this. What a start to the episode, guys. This has been brilliant. And there's the line. Just try and nail it. Can we get under 30 seconds? 4:30? Or not quite, but it was quick enough. But that was awesome. 3 laps. Couple of mistakes, not perfect, but we get 20,000 credits. And now we get to choose from one of those awesome race bikes, which I can't wait, guys. This is going to be a tough decision. So let's get straight into that now, guys. So here we go. Right, to have a look at the rewards and look at these two bikes. They both look absolutely stunning. This is going to be a hard decision, but we'll have a look at the stats first. But that Kawasaki looks awesome. I think that is the one I'm going to look at first. Right, let's have a look at the stats of this. Oh my dear lord. That's almost up to maximum on everything. Let's have a look at that one. I think this is actually a no-brainer. The Kawasaki is so much better. I think we definitely have to go for that one. We're definitely going to have to try this one out at some point. That's going to be really, really extreme. But the Kawasaki's always seem to make very powerful and fast bikes. And this thing is going to be absolutely rapid. So we're definitely going to have to race this at some point around some of those long circuits. Right, let's get into what's next in this episode. So here we go. Right, guys, up next we're going to try a naked bike. Now, I've had a few requests of people asking to do some more races on the big and powerful Super Duke. So we're going to race the Super Duke around Vallelunga, which is an awesome circuit, and just put it through its paces. Now, I've had to lower the performance points on this bike to get it to go into this race, because it was slightly higher than that, but hopefully it's still going to be pretty good. So we're going to take it into this race and see if we can get some more credits. So here we go. Right, let's get straight into this race. Let's just check out the race options. Now, we're going to probably leave it on low anti-wheelie. Last time we raced this, it was on medium, and it was still hard to handle. But we're going to give it our best and to see if we can win this race. I'm not sure how it is around a really tight circuit. We did, I think, the French Riviera last time, but these are the settings I'm using. I'm not sure if these are the best settings for this circuit, but hopefully it should be okay. Let's get straight into it, guys. So here we go. Right, so here we go with the race on the KTM Super Duke. Now, guys, if there's any other bikes you want me to try out, let me know in the comments below. I know we still got to do some races on the H2R. We're definitely going to be doing that very soon, guys, so don't worry, because we've already done the H2, so we definitely want to try out the faster version. I'll be looking forward to that. Right, let's try and get a good line through here. Now, we have lowered the performance points on this bike for this tour event, but hopefully we haven't taken away the extreme power of this machine. It's awesome, and it's not bad handling as well, and that's not bad into that first couple of corners. Just try and hold the speed, but I do like changing up the views, guys. Let me know in the comments below what views you prefer. I have tried, oh god, went onto the curb there. I've tried quite a few of them. I keep mixing it up just to try and get a different experience. It is harder to race at speed in this view, but it's a view that I didn't use very much in other series, so I thought I'd like to try and use it a little bit more. And there is a few of you that have said that you do like this view, but I will try and do the third person view as well, a little bit more as well, because I've had a few comments that people said that they prefer that view for certain bikes. But I will just keep mixing it, guys. I hope you're enjoying it. Right, let's see if we can get up the inside of this other Super Duke. Let's try and get up the inside. That's not bad. Hold the speed. Not to over brake, and we've managed just to squeeze past, which is awesome, and get into the lead. Let's try and slow it down, but this bike does possess good braking power, which really does help. Oh god, just trying to keep that front wheel down. Now, I have tried racing this bike with no anti-wheelie, and it is so difficult. It's something that I'm going to have to master. It actually, sometimes it can be harder to keep the front wheel down on this machine than some of the race bikes. I don't know why. It's just the way the bike's set up. These bikes are better for wheeling, for sure, but I will try and do a race with it on, because I do think it is very funny, and it is just, you know, it is hard to win on realistic with the wheeling, because it does slow you down a lot. But I will give it a go just for a laugh and see if I can manage it. But let's see if we can hold the lead, slow it down. We haven't pulled away. There is some areas on this circuit that we are still struggling a little bit, but I'm being really good on the brakes, which helps, and we can get to those corners pretty fast. But once we get on the straight, this bike is so quick. And but we have lowered the gear ratio slightly for this race on the setup. It just gives you a little bit more punch with your acceleration. It does make the wheel go up a little bit more than it should, but it's still, you need to have that extra bit of punch out the slow corners on these bikes, I think, just to give you the chance to pull away, because there isn't a long enough straights to use the top end that this bike possesses. I think the top end on this bike is pretty damn decent for this sort of bike. But I think it's hard to go fast on these sort of bikes in real life, because you haven't got the fairing to stop you getting battered by the wind. And when you go up to sort of like 140 plus on a bike like this, it is really, really hard to hold on. But it's not so much on a race bike, because you can get behind the visor and just get that good streamlined aerodynamics. So let's try and get a nice line into here. We're just holding a decent lead going into the final lap. But in the next race, guys, we're going to be trying another track that we haven't done on this game yet, yet to experience, and we're going to be trying a bike which I won on a reward, and I haven't tried it out yet, and I've had a few comments, so please use this bike. So we're going to be doing that in the next race, and it's going to be a cracker, I think, because it's on a circuit that I haven't done yet. So it's going to be interesting. Right, let's try and hold it into this corner. That's not bad. Still running slightly quicker, so we are improving. And this bike is so goddamn good. We just pulled it onto the curbs. Like, it does understeer a little bit. It's not going to drop into the corners as well as a race bike, but it does hold the speed pretty damn decent. Right, a little bit too wide there. We could have gone a little bit tighter. And accelerates. Oh, got lost a bit of time, but they're quite close behind, so we don't want to be making any errors. Let's try and drop it into this corner. That's not bad. And power. Keep that front wheel down. Let's try and slow it down into this section. Oh God, don't go. Oh God, onto the curb. Really went a little bit too quick there, but we managed just to get away with that. But they're right behind us. Let's try and hold a tight line to avoid them getting up the inside at least. I don't think they're going to beat us on the outside, and we're going to get into this slow corner if we can just hold this here. And we've lost a bit of time, so we've made a couple of errors. It's just me just getting a little bit twitchy as we come to the end of the race. I don't want to lose it. Oh dear, we went into there a little bit too fast. Don't lose it. Just try and get a nice turn into that. Oh, that was all right. We got away with that. But that's the thing, guys. You can save it on this bike. It does, even when you just overrun the corners. It is because of the braking is so good on this bike. You can save it, and I managed to do it there. And it looks like we're going to take a victory on the Super Duke. Another race. We will be doing some more on this bike. We're going to test it out on circuits, which we really will test this thing out in the future, guys. But I thought I wanted to do quite a few bikes in this episode. And we're going to try, like I said, we're going to try this bike that I won. It's going to be a really good experience, hopefully. And it's on a maker bike, which we haven't done much on this series as well, guys. I'll let you guess what that's going to be. And let's get straight into it, guys. Here we go. Right, guys, up next, we're going to try a bike that we haven't tried out on a circuit we haven't tried out. We haven't tried this circuit out, guys. It's another one of those long road circuits, and I've seen loads of people struggle at this. We're going to try out the Ducati. Now, we got this on a reward, but we haven't tried it out. But I'm going to up the performance points. I'm going to spend a few credits, and then we're going to jump straight into this race. And this is going to be a first experience, so this is going to be really interesting. So let's get straight into it, guys. Right, guys, so I've upped the performance points on this bike to over 900. We have put a racing line on the corners. This is going to be a first experience at this circuit, and I've put anti-wheelie on quite high as well, because this bike is so goddamn quick. It's unbelievable. The top end speed on this bike is crazy. It's almost up to maximum. So this is going to be quite hard to handle. I've seen a few people struggle at this circuit, and I'm probably going to struggle as well. Let's try and get a nice line. Oh my God, this bike is so goddamn quick. But we're going to have to slow down soon, because we're going to get into these tricky sections that I've seen loads of people try. I'm not going to get this circuit straight away. We're probably going to have to do like we have done on the other circuits. Oh my God, these corners are tough. Slow it down. It will take us a few attempts on this circuit. We'll remember the circuit, and then we will race on this circuit without the line. Like I've always said, keep on saying, I don't normally use the lines. I just want to learn the circuit first, but we've managed to pull away. But I think that's just because of the sheer speed of this Ducati. It is bloody extreme. This is actually, I'm going to actually say, I think this is actually faster than the Repsol Fireblade. I really do. It is, I just can't believe on the acceleration. And we're just going to have to be careful as well, because even on anti-wheel on high on this bike, it's still trying to kick up. Now you can actually convert this bike with race modifications to almost maximum. I think with the race modification it takes it up to 9.9 on everything, guys. So this is going to be one of the most well, it's going to be one of the fastest bikes on the game, I think. But it's got one of the largest engines on the game, so that's probably quite expected. The Ducati bikes in even MotoGP do hold the best top end speed as well. Oh god, I thought I'd mucked it up there. Lucky got away with that, but they caught me up. I couldn't stop it then, even with a good braking on this bike. But this is so, I'm all over the place. This circuit is crazy. To race these sort of bikes around this circuit, oh my god. Right, we've got to slow down. Oh god, this is a tough one. Almost run it straight into that other bike there. And is that, I think that's a yeah, that's a CBR Fireblade RR. That's going to be pretty decent around the corners. That handles really well. We've got one of them, so we know that's a very good handling bike. Let's just try and stick with him. I think we're coming towards the end of this first lap, and I think another Ducati just touched my back wheel there. Don't you dare take me off. But this is going to be a little bit tricky to get used to. Is this the last section? I know that they're about just over 2 minutes a lap. I've seen some other people do it, and yes, that's the end of the first lap. Oh my god, this is a very hard road circuit. I think this is going to take a while for us to learn. Let me know, guys, how you've done on this circuit. I've seen a couple of people race around this circuit in the wet, and it's absolutely crazy. This circuit's hard enough. In the dry, as I'm just trying to hold the speed through there. Oh my god, I think I'm overdoing it through there, but we've managed to pull away, which is awesome. Now the AI seemed to slow down through that section, and I didn't, so maybe that's my advantage. You've got to find those little advantages over the AI around these circuits, but I'm definitely not quicker through here. Oh god, just slow it down, don't crash it. Oh god, struggling to accelerate as well. It's just wiggling at the back as we try to pull off. Try and be a little bit smoother on the throttle, try and hold it through here, just trying to remember how it goes. My memory's not too bad, so, oh god, again, we mucked it up, don't lose it. They've caught me up again. God, this just I think I'm just oversteering too much into some of these corners. We need to be a little bit smoother and just know what side of the road I need to be to turn into the corners. But these are the things, guys, once you've learned it, you know what positions you need to be in for each corner, and then you don't have to keep looking at the map to know which way it's going. See, without the line I would have crashed at least 4 or 5 times by now. Right, slow it down into that section. Oh my god, this is just crazy. Can you imagine watching a race on bikes like this around these sort of road circuits? It would be crazy. Right, I know this one's tough. Slow it. And we're just holding the lead, but not by much. Nice turn into there. That tricky turn is coming up soon. So we're going to have to be careful that we nail it. And again, we've slowed down. We're definitely not quicker than the AI around this section. Let's just try and hold a wider line so I don't get knocked off. Don't go into the side. And the CBR's got past me. Right, he's going to take that inside line. Can we get in the inside? Oh, lovely. Just managed to get in the inside of it, but he's just cracked into the side of me. But luckily, it wasn't too hard. We were going so slow, so I managed to get away with that. But he's right on my tail, and we're going into the end of this second lap. And we've got one more lap to go, guys. Oh, this has been crazy so far. Right, that's just absolutely try and pull a little bit more of a gap into this last lap. Try and hold it through here. Last corner of the second lap. And accelerate. Right, we've just got to go for it, guys. We need to have a gap going into there. Otherwise, we're going to be really under pressure. We've improved slightly on that lap, but not a great deal considering. And right, let's see if we can hold the speed through this corner again. Get up to quite a top speed. This is, I'm not sure what this bike's capable of top end. It's going to be well over 200 miles an hour, I would have thought. It is crazy fast. Right, let's try and hold it. We've pulled away slightly. We're running quicker on this lap as well, which is positive. Right, oh god, went in there pretty quick, but we know, we can remember the first couple of corners. We know how that goes. It's just once you get into those corners that are just one after another, it's just crazy. You're going from one side to the other constantly, and it's really hard to get a rhythm and remember. So that's where we're going to have to really nail it. Right, this section's not too bad. Slow it down. Right, it's the next section coming up is where we keep losing speed. After this corner, there's just like corner after corner, so we're going to have to really nail it. Right, let's try and hold it into the tight section there. And we are running half a second quicker, but we've got quite a few bikes really close behind. See, this is where it's difficult. It goes from one side to the other. And it really does throw you out. Right, slow it down. It's not bad. We all don't lose it. I really had to brake then. I thought I was not going to be able to turn it over. God dear, the wheel's still wanting to go up. Right, hold it through here. Oh God, almost lost the back end then. Bloody hell, that was close. Forgot that it really turns very quickly on that corner there. Right, well, again, just accelerating a little bit too much there. Just getting a little bit of a reaction at the back of the bike. Right, this is a really tough corner coming up. Let's see if we can get into it in the lead. Right, slow it down. Oh God, we've definitely improved over a second and a half. That's a much better through there. And accelerate. And I think we've got a couple of corners. Oh God, pulled a wheelie there. Really powerful, this bike. I'm just trying to open the throttle slowly through those sections, because if I open it fully, I really am going to just fly up. Right, let's try and get that last corner. Yes! We're getting close. We just got to nail it, but we have got a bike right in our slipstream, so we're going to have to make sure that we don't slow down too much into this corner. Let's keep it nice and tight and accelerate, and I think we've done it. Yes, we're going to get a win on this circuit for the first time. But to be honest, guys, if I didn't have the line, I would have just smashed the hell out of this bike. That is such a hard road circuit, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of that circuit. I think it's crazy, especially doing that in the wet. Right, guys, for the end of the video, I'm going to leave you another race on the Super Duke, but it's going to have no commentary. It's one that I did previous. I hope you enjoy it. I'll put it in a different camera view as well, guys. Please enjoy it, and I'll see you soon for some more Ride 2 here on this channel. Bye-bye, guys.